Greetings, fellow grad students. My name is Chandra, and I have been learning about ethics this semester. And today I will be comparing 4 different ethics documents. The first one is the Texas Administrative Code of Ethics found on the Texas Education Agency website. That is more about law and legislation as a way to protect the counselor. It seemed very brief, very broad. It was applicable to educators, but it appeared to be the bare minimum with relation of what to do regarding best practices. The next ethics document that I reviewed was the Texas Board of Examiners of Professional Counselors. This document went into detail about informed consent with the client. Something that surprised me was how specific it was. For example, if me as the counselor had any restrictions placed on my license from the board, I needed to disclose that. If I was being supervised because I was a student or an intern, that needed to be disclosed. My client also needed to have information, an address, a phone number for the board for purpose of reporting any type of violations that they may come in contact with to report. So I was not aware of all of those details in terms of the informed consent process when opening up a professional relationship for the first time. The National Board for Certified Counselors Code of Ethics, this one is more on a national level versus the other one was just on the state level. Now this one was informative in that it was also quite broad. For example, what was interesting to me was if the counselor and the client were to have a personal relationship, they would need to wait 2 years. So that is also in the ACA, in other code of ethics. But what was different was even if you were to have a sexual relationship, they said to wait 2 years. However, the Texas Board of Examiners of Professional Counselors, now this is found on the Texas Department of State Health Services. That one was more specific. That said you may not have sexual relations with a client until 5 years. And this seemed to be more congruent with best practices. That is also common in the ACA, the American Counseling Association. That also says that the counselor may not have a sexual relationship with their client until 5 years after the therapeutic relationship has ended. In addition to that, they needed to have proof that this is not exploitive and that it is not detrimental to the client in any way. Whereas the national, like I said, Board of Certified Counselors Code of Ethics said you may do so and have that relationship only after 2 years. So this is why it is very important to compare the National Code of Ethics with the state. Thank you.